What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. On this video, I'm going to be showing you guys an example of a trans judder, and you're actually going to see the RPM gauge fluctuating as we're maintaining speed or going like up a slight hill while maintaining speed. So I can show you guys this on in the data, but you guys, some of you won't really understand it. So this will be a better way of seeing it physically, while you could also feel it while driving. A visual indicator will be better for the audience. So in this video, I'm going to show you before, while it's doing the judder. I'm going to show you exactly the procedure I do, which is 3 drain and fills, drive it in between each time, and fill it back up with fluid. We do that 3 times, and then I'm going to show you that the judder is going to be either A, completely gone, or in this case, probably better. And I'm going to recommend that the customer comes back in a couple of weeks and we redo it maybe once or twice, depending on the color of the fluid at that time. So let's go ahead and get started. See right there, fluctuation. That's exactly what I'm talking about. So this is a 15 or 16 Odyssey that I'm driving, but this does happen to Accords, Pilots, ridgelines, anything with a 6-speed transmission. And the easiest way to tell is it's going to be a newer Honda or Acura, and it's going to have a shifter and not the selector. If it has a selector, then this does not apply to you and you have a different issue. So we're going to go ahead and change the fluid. We're going to do it 3 times. We're going to drain it, we're going to fill it, we're going to go around the block a couple times, and going to drain and fill it again, and so forth. We're going to do 3 total times, and then we're going to test drive it. And I'm going to show you the difference in the colors from when it starts. Most likely this fluid is going to be super dark, and as we change the fluid, it's going to progressively get cleaner. And then we will see if the progress we made and how I'm going to address it going on forward. In order to avoid this, you should be changing your trans fluid every 15,000 miles, especially if you carry a lot of weight in it or you do a lot of city driving where the trans is constantly shifting. These transmissions, for some reason, or they're burning up the fluid really quickly. In rare cases, it might need a torque converter, but I've been able to save all these transmissions so far. So with that being said, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and get started with the trans services. All right, guys, so we're gonna go ahead and check the oil color. The dipstick is right over here. You just pull it up. As you can see, it is dark. It's supposed to be a nice red. So I'm gonna use this hole to fill it as well. You can use a long funnel and just pour very, very slowly, or else it burps back out. The other option is to take out a 17 right to the left of the shifter cable right there. It's hard to see, and it's kind of a pain to get to. And you need a long 1/2-inch ratchet with a long extension, and it requires a lot of force, so I don't recommend you do that. Normally I just fill it through here and just take your time pouring it. Alright, guys, so here's the drain plug. Like I said, this is an Odyssey. If you have an Accord or a Pilot or etc., it'll be in a similar location. You're going to use a long 3/8 ratchet. You're going to put it in. Sometimes these are rusted, so you might have to tap it with a hammer. Go ahead and give it a good crack. So you're gonna need buy a case of Honda trans fluid, the red cap ATF DW1, and you're not gonna use all of it, but each time you do this, it's gonna take about 3.5 quarts or so. Also, on some of them, there is PCM update, so you're gonna want to go to your local dealer and just have them check if it needs it. If it does, you're gonna want to go ahead and do it at that time. If not, then you're just gonna want to do the trans service and proceed from there. All right, guys, so this is the case of oil you need, ATF DW1. Looks like this. Got the red cap on it. All right, got a whole case. You're gonna want to pick up a crush washer that you're gonna install in the last time. And the times in between, you can just reuse this one and tighten it with the shorter 3/8-inch ratchet. To break it loose, you use the long one, tighten. Or you could tighten to 36 pound-feet of torque. All right, so I'm gonna be doing this on the lift, but this is when you would be test driving it. Right after you drain it and you refill it, you would go around the block. Make sure you go through all the gears and forward. So basically all the gears are ready. All right, and you're gonna go a couple times, keep doing it over and over. And you're also gonna wanna go in reverse. And that'll be the end of your test drive. And now you're gonna go ahead and drain it again for the second time. All right, we are doing the second drain. As you can see, it looks a little bit more brownish reddish now, not completely black like it was originally. So the fluid is changing. We are making progress. All right, so this is the last drain. See how the fluid's looking? We gotta fill it up one more time after this. Then we're gonna check the color in the dipstick. So, like I said, getting lighter and lighter every time. This is already starting to look more reddish than brownish, so we are making progress. We're gonna fill it one last time and take it on a test drive. I've already checked for updates. This particular vehicle doesn't need one at this time, so we're just gonna go ahead, fill it, and take it on a test drive. All right, guys, so let's go ahead and check the fluid color. Bright pink. It's probably gonna color up a little bit once we start driving it, but it's a lot better. So we're gonna go ahead now. I'm gonna go and take it on a test drive, and we're gonna see what kind of improvements we made. All right, guys, so I'm driving it, going uphill right now, maintaining speed, and no more judder is felt. RPM gauge is nice and steady. So I'm gonna go ahead and say this fixed it. I still feel a slight judder sometimes, but nothing like before. Before was harsh shifts, very light acceleration. You felt a massive judder. So I'm gonna go ahead and say that this definitely worked for this customer. As you can see, the fluid got a lot better as the services were done. So I'm gonna recommend that they get another flush. So 2 drain and fills in about 5,000 miles or so, and then every 15,000 going forward. So with that being said, guys, thanks for watching. I hope this helps somebody out, and make sure you guys stay tuned for more videos just like this one.